Hi everyone, this is Mara, once again coming back at you with another brutally honest website testing review. And for today, as the title says, we're going to go ahead and look at UserCrowd and see whether or not it's worth it or just a waste of your time. So let's go ahead and begin. So what is UserCrowd? Well, it's really similar to a lot of the other website testing platforms like user testing, user field, try my UI. If this is your first time exploring this type of field, literally this is a platform that companies pay in order to have everyday users such as you and me test out websites to see if they're working and functioning like they should. So what kind of tests are offered? UserCrowd actually offers really short tests. And what I have seen so far is they may ask you whether the branding or the web content for website A looks better than website B, or they may ask you your thoughts on whether or not the information for a car insurance company's website looks like it's easy to understand from an everyday web browser's perspective. So really simple tasks that you could get paid to review. And what I have seen so far is that all the testing opportunities with UserCrowd are unmoderated, so they're self-guided. You're not going to have a panelist looking in front of you. You don't have to worry about even signing up for Zoom or Skype for any of their sort of testing opportunities. So the length of tests, from what I have seen so far with UserCrowd, is that this website is different from user testing or some of the other ones where a lot of the testing opportunities are shorter, usually ranging from about 1 to 5 minutes in length. So if you're short on time, this is going to be a platform that I would actually wind up recommending for you. And as far as the testing rate is concerned, UserCrowd pays you 20 US cents per credit. And according to the website, each test averages 1 to 2 credits per response. So if you're taking a 4-minute test, that's going to be more credits, and all the credits equate to dollars, US dollars. So as far as payment is concerned, this is where UserCrowd, I don't love, is that you actually have to meet a minimum payment threshold that user testing, user field, they don't have. But with UserCrowd, you have to earn at least 10 US dollars in order to request a payout. When you do receive the payout, you will receive that through PayPal, which is UserCrowd's #1 payment distribution platform, at least from the time of making this video. So as far as stipulations are concerned, there's something pretty important to consider. So yes, the tests are short in nature, but UserCrowd wants you to be as detailed and as thorough as possible in the responses. So if you chose option A versus option B, be as detailed as possible and explain why. Answers such as it looks nice or it doesn't work isn't going to cut it. In fact, UserCrowd could potentially disqualify you from taking any sort of test if they find that your responses aren't quick enough. They really disincentivize and discourage you rushing through these short tests. So definitely keep that in mind if you want to consider this testing platform. So one thing that I do like about UserCrowd is that you don't have to install any sort of extra applications or plugins or apps on your laptop or phone. You can take all the tests directly through the website, which I think is extremely convenient. So once I'm done, I can just exit that website and move on with my day. So one of the things that I actually like about UserCrowd is that it's great for introverts like me. Yes, I'm an introvert. And I say that because you actually don't have to speak your thoughts out loud, at least from any of the tests I have taken. Usually with websites like user testing or try my UI, you have to speak as much as possible. You can just quietly type in your responses and input for the tests that you do take and that you do qualify for with the UserCrowd platform. So if you're someone that's more quiet or you don't like to talk, then I would definitely say that you're going to love this feature and this advantage. This website does have some disadvantages, and I would say that the opportunities are pretty sporadic in the sense that you may only qualify or receive a notification to take a test once a day, or maybe 4 times in one day, or you may not receive any sort of email notifications at all. And that's how you find out about qualifiable testing opportunities. At least from my experience, I qualified to take almost every single one of those testing opportunities. And I think that is kind of a redeeming factor. Another thing, like I said before, was that they do have a minimum payment threshold. So the user crowd tests don't really pay a lot. I mean, on average, I was making anywhere from 40 cents to $1 to complete a test, but they were quick. So it's not bad, I guess. But something that I don't like is that it's a long payout period. So have I even taken any tests with UserCrowd? And if so, how much have I made? It took about maybe a month-ish, but I was finally able to meet that $10 minimum threshold. And once I pressed the redeem link, I was able to receive the PayPal deposit within 1 business day, which is great because the website indicates that it could take up to 30 business days to receive the payment. So I was pleasantly surprised by that. So what's the verdict? I'm going to buy myself something worth $10 and I'll let you all know what that is. But at the same time, I would only recommend this platform if you really want to diversify the array of income and supplemental income opportunities you have. Obviously, don't consider applying for testing opportunities with this platform as your only source of income because you will be in poverty. That's just not going to happen. I would recommend that you use other testing platforms like user testing or Try My UI over UserCrowd. And if you're going to use UserCrowd, make sure you're applying for a diversified array of website testing platforms, which is something I want to dedicate this channel to, which is reviewing different types of website. Oh my God, I can't speak. Which is something I want to dedicate this channel to, which is being completely brutally honest with reviewing different types of online supplemental income opportunities. So at the end of the day, I would just go to the website and do your research and see for yourself if it's worth your time to get lucky enough to make $10 and then wait a month for it. For me, it's not really. If I need money, I usually need it quickly because your girl's got bills to pay. Well, anyway, this is the end of this video. Have you used UserCrowd? And if so, how is your experience with the platform? Would you recommend it to your friends and family? Let us all know in the comment section below. Well, anyway, I hope each of you has a wonderful, fabulous day. Bye now. Take care.